Welcome back to Live from the Camper, House Edition. My name's Tony, and today we're making a smothered pork chop with an onion gravy sauce. Made it last night for dinner. It was so good, I had to share it with you today. Now, I found this recipe over at the Cajun Ninja. Pow! His YouTube channel has so many good recipes on there, but those smothered pork chops stood out to me. So I'm gonna recreate them for you today in the Ninja Foodi. Well, are you ready? Good, let's get cooking. Well, here's the things you're gonna need. Pork chops, duh, I'm using boneless. Half a cup of water, a tablespoon of olive oil, some Tony C's Creole Seasoning, about 1 tablespoon, 1 large onion chopped, half a stick of butter, 1/4 cup of flour, and the only difference in my recipe is I'm adding a tablespoon of minced garlic, because I love garlic. 32 ounces of chicken broth, salt and pepper. That's it. Don't worry if you didn't catch any of that, it'll all be in the description box below. By the way, we'd like to welcome Fireball to the family. So let's go ahead and hit that Sear Sauté button and heat this bad boy up. Go ahead and add a tablespoon of olive oil. And let's sear those pork chops. Let's go ahead and hit it with some salt and pepper. Now let's flip them over, add some more salt and pepper, and sear the other side. Now that you have them seared, make sure you change your tinfoil. They went clean. Let's take these back out. Now drop those onions in. Now don't worry about the brown on the bottom, because as the onions sweat, it'll clear all that up. All right, those onions are getting to the color I like, so let's drop in a half a stick of butter. Let it melt. All right, now that butter's all melted, let's drop in that 1/4 cup of flour. Now we're gonna let this cook until it's really nice, dark, and brown. See how it's getting all nice and brown now? Let's go ahead and drop in that tablespoon of garlic. Get that all mixed up in there. All right, that's the color I like right there. I roughly cooked that for about 12 minutes, with the last 3 minutes with the garlic in it. So let's go ahead and slowly start pouring in our chicken broth. This is where the gravy magic happens. Oh man, the smell's in here right now. Whew. Smells good. All right, see how it's starting to come together there? Getting all nice and thick and bubbly. After you get all that chicken broth in there, let's put that 1 tablespoon of Tony C's in. Let's put those pork chops back in. Dumping the juices back in from your pan. Let's add that 1/2 cup of water. Let's put that pressure lid on, set it to seal, and we're gonna do this for 15 minutes. Well, the timer's gone off, so let's do a 10-minute natural release. Go ahead and release the rest of that pressure. All right, the red pin's dropped. Let's take the lid off. Go ahead and hit that sear saute, and we're gonna let that gravy thicken up now. That's gonna be good. Now I like my gravy a little bit thicker, so I'm gonna let this reduce for about 5 to 10 minutes. So I'm still not getting the desired thickness that I want. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a little slurry of cornstarch and water. I did 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and 2 tablespoons of water. Gonna dump that in there and let it do its magic and thicken this gravy up. All right, now it's all thick and bubbly. Let's turn the unit off and let it cool down for a few minutes. So I made a little rice, put it on the plate, grab a pork chop. I choose you. Get some of that gravy on there. Look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? Now, you know I usually put color on a plate, but I'm leaving this one alone. And now my favorite part. Let's give it a try. Don't need that. Look at that. That's just as tender as it could be. Lord have mercy. Oh wow. That is delicious. It's so tender. The gravy is so flavorful. You get a little of that Tony C's Cajun seasoning in there. The rich taste of the onions and gravy. That is fantastic. But with a little of that rice, soaks up that gravy. Oh yeah. That is amazing, guys. That is a must try. Thank you, Cajun Ninja, for a delicious recipe. Man, this is so good. So I got one question for you. Are you hungry? Good, let's eat. All right, here's the things you're gonna need. Pork chops, let me go get them.